two great 80s classic songs to get you using the chords you've been learning in this A Chord a Day series of beginner guitar tutorials. Actually, I'm also going to hit you with a 90s classic as well as a bit of a bonus, so stick around to the end. Now, these songs, as I said, they use all the chords that we've learned so far. And I hope you're doing okay with this guitar challenge. How are your fingers doing? Are they getting a bit sore? But the thing is, I really hope you're not giving up just because it's a little bit difficult at the moment. Now remember, learning is a process. It's going to take a bit of time, but if you're practicing every day, at least 15 minutes every day, it's going to get easier. Don't give up. Now the first pop masterpiece is one of my all-time faves, and it's the video was one of the great things about it as well. It's kind of a mixture of live action and animation, sort of more like drawing than kind of Disney animation. And it's also got a really catchy keyboard riff. And apparently the song itself started life as a bit of a punk influenced tune. As for the second song, it's a bit different. It's one of those, it's a very brooding synth pop tune, and it's got a really great vocal performance from the singer. And also the thing is, this song has been covered countless times and is itself a cover of a tune as well. Now these songs are going to help you get used to transitioning from one chord to another, because you know once you've learned a chord, the next thing you want to do is start using it. You want to start playing. Remember, songs are basically just chord progressions. That's all they are. And so really don't be intimidated. When you listen to a song, don't be intimidated by all the stuff that's going on around it. The soloing, the screaming vocals, whatever. Just focus on the strumming. And on that note, we're going to focus on what you can strum, or how you can strum these two songs. There are three ways that you can strum these two songs. You can keep it really simple by playing just one strum, and that's the first strum of each bar. So you could just play, for example, the first song will start with A minor. And so you could just start like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could just do like that. Or you could strum the first and third beats of the bar. So sticking with this A minor chord, you could just go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. The other way is 4 beats, just 4 strums in the bar. So you could just go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the three ways I think you could strum these songs. I would use the first one if, for example, you're still having trouble transitioning between chords, or if you're still just getting used to actually just playing chords. But the four beats in the bar, this one is a good one, and it's a good solid rhythm as well. That will help you along with the song. So choose one of those and get going. As for what to use when you're strumming, well, I just demonstrated with my thumb like this. You can also use your first finger. That does give you a different sound, a little bit more tinny compared to the use of the thumb. Or if you've got a plectrum, a guitar pick, then you can use one of those. I'd use one, but they keep going missing. What you're seeing now on the screen is the chord progression for the verse of a-ha's Take On Me. And this is a very simple representation of how to play it. Now, what you'll see is A minor, D, G, C, and then that's repeated again. And then you see A minor, D, E minor, C. And that's all there is to it for the verse. And as you can see, what we have is A minor for one bar, D for another bar, G for another bar, and C for another bar. And as I say, it's a very simple representation. And you'll see that there are slash lines, and those slash lines represent strums. So you'll strum the A minor, and then the 4 or 3 other slash lines. So A minor, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. And that gives you the very common 4 beats in a bar. And the great thing about this song is it's just 1 chord per bar. Now remember what I said about the strumming. You can do 1 strum per bar, so just 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you can do on the first beat and the third beats 1, 2, 3, 4. Or once again just 4 down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember what I said, use your thumb, use your first finger, or use an elusive plectrum. So let's go through the verse, and we're going to go through it really slowly. Play along with me, because if you've been practicing every day, hopefully your chord changes or just your general understanding of these chords are getting better. So let's go through it. We're going to go through it really slowly and have a bit of a sing along. Now, just a quick note though, the song is not in the same what we call key as on the record. So I've actually changed the chords to make this easier to play. Now if you want to play it with the record or the LP or the CD, then you need something called a capo. One of these things here. And what you would do is you would put this, and this is a really simple capo, nothing special. You would put this on the 2nd fret, like so. Just put it on the 2nd fret and make sure all the strings are ringing out. And then just play exactly the same thing. You're still going to play an A minor chord. You're still going to play a D, a G, and a C. You're not going to do anything different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay. Now that's a really great song. I love that song. And I also love the chord progression. I love that A minor to D. I do like those chord changes. I think they're really good. So that was the verse. Let's have a look at the chorus progression and see what chords they have there. And then we'll put the whole thing together and have a little sing-song. So what you see now on the screen is the chorus, and like the verse of Aha's Take On Me, it's 1 chord per bar. So you see the first, 12 bars are pretty much the same. So G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, C, G, D, E minor, and C. And then the next 4 bars, the final 4 bars, are G, D, C, and D. Let's have a go through this. Just this chorus. And again, we'll keep this nice and slow, and then we'll have a complete run through of the verse and the chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take on me. Take me on. I'll be gone in a day or two. And then it goes back into the verse. And okay, I guess you notice that I chickened out of doing the high notes at the end there. So now let's put it together. We'll do 1 verse, 1 chorus. 1, 2, 3, 4. Talking away, I don't know what I'm to say, I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shine away. I'll be coming for your love, okay. Take on me. carries on. You know, you go to another verse, another chorus, some more high notes. But for this version of this song, we're only looking at just the verse and just the chorus. The middle part with the solo, we've just decided to ignore that. So you can play that A minor, D, G, C verse part, and the G, D, E minor chorus part, and you'll have a really good start to this song. It's a great song. I absolutely do love this. I think I might have another sing song. Talking away. Now the Aha tune was 1 bar, 1 chord. Now the next song that we're looking at is Soft Cell's version of Tainted Love, although I got this feeling that this is now the accepted greatest version of this song. I mean, I don't know, do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. So let's have a look at the verse completely. And again, it's a very simple representation of the song and how to play it. And you know, you can see that we've got E minor, G, C and G. And again, you'll strum the E minor and the slash bar. You'll strum the G and the next slash bar. And again, this is what gives you 4 beats in the bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you look at the verse, you've got E minor, G, C, G repeated 3 times, followed by 1 bar of E minor and a bar of G. You then have that repeated, the E minor, G, C, G repeated 3 times, and then the bar of E minor and G repeated. Let's do that whole thing together. And I think the great thing about this is that when you play this, you can kind of hear how the song is. You know, you can hear that. That's why it's a great chord progression as well. So let's strum through this verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I've lost my life, for I toss and turn, I can't sleep at night. That's the verse, and now we're going to go into the Once I Ran to You. And here we've got a bit of a change because we're going to now be using E major. Right, E major instead of E minor. So you'll still be using G and C, but we now got an E, and we've also got an A minor chord as well that kind of ends this second part of the song. And you can see it all there on the screen in the chords, in the chord progression. So you've got 2 bars of E, 2 bars of G, 2 bars of C, and then you've got 4 bars of A minor, which is giving you a chance just to hold that chord down and keep the rhythm steady. And this, as I said, this is the Once I Ran from You. So let's go through this together, just this part, and then we'll put the whole thing together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I ran to you, now I'll run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not really all. And then, after you've done that 4 bars of A minor, we've got, I suppose this is the chorus. Tainted love, tainted love, which is again, it's just that E minor, G, C, G part before going back into the verses. So let's put this all together. Now the intro for this song is basically the verse chords, just this thing. So we might go around that a couple of times before we come in singing. And again, this song, like the Aha song, is not using the same chords. It's not in the same key as the record. And if you want to play, if you want to play along to the record, then you're going to need that capo thing. Just a sec. This thing here, and you're going to put it, unlike on the Take On Me song, you're going to put it on the 3rd fret. Right, you put it on the 3rd fret, but you will play again exactly the same chords. You're still going to be playing an E minor, you're still going to be playing a G, and C, and so on. Okay, the chords don't actually change, but the sound will change. And also you'll be singing higher. Right, here we go. Let's try this tune. Let's put this whole thing together and get playing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. I've got to get away from the pain you drive into the heart of me. The love we share seems to go nowhere, and I've lost my life, for I toss and turn, I can't sleep at night. Once I ran to you, now I'll run from you. This tainted love you've given, I give you all a boy could give you. Take my tears and that's not nearly all. Tainted love, whoa, tainted love. Don't touch me, please. And then, you know, it just goes round and round. You can just play a verse and the choruses, and just using those chord progressions to get you playing this song and to get you working on transitioning between E minor to G, G to C, C to A minor. Some really common and fantastic beginner guitar chords. So I said at the beginning there was a bit of a bonus 90s classic as well. And if we go back to the Aha song and we look at the chorus, we've got G, D, E minor and C. Now, if we start on the E minor, so we now have E minor, C, G, D, and we're just playing one bar each of those chords and nothing else, what you have there is the Cranberries' Zombie. That's all. Everything you need to know about the Cranberries' Zombie. Yeah. So, you know, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another hair hangs lowly, child is slowly taken. And that's everything you need. So why don't you get the lyrics to that song and play along as well. So you've got 3 songs today. One of them is super simple, but the other 2, Take On Me and Soft Cell, are absolutely fantastic songs, and they're going to help you with your chord transitions. And let's talk about chord transitions for a minute. So in some of those songs you've got A minor to C or C to A minor, you've got E minor to G, and if you want to work on those chord progression, those transitions I should say, then check these videos here and you'll learn simple but effective ways of changing between those chords. Thanks so much for joining me today. Happy strumming.